Okay, I am live. Fantastic. And all sorts of things are happening already. Okay, hi everyone. Everyone being just me, I think. It's just me by myself. Welcome to Sunday Sip and So. I decided to do this on a whim, told everyone on Instagram, and 1 hour later, here we are. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just decided, you know what? I was going to have a glass of wine and start a project. So why don't we do that together on live? So, oh, look at that. There's like 5 people here. If you're here, say hello in the chat. I'm on my laptop at the moment. Next time we do this, if I do it next time, we will definitely have a better setup. But again, started this on the whim. Here we are in my studio. Hello to everyone. Hello, hello, hello. This is really fun. I was really nervous. Oh my God, there's 13 of you. This is crazy. Okay. Yeah, I will be completely honest with you guys. I was absolutely freaking out. You can all hear me and everything. I hope so. I was freaking out. I was like, no one's going to come. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. But here you are. So this is great. Okay, so first things first is a sip and so. So let me tell you what we're opening today. This is Dr. Lucen, one of my favorite wines to drink. It's a Riesling, big fan of Rieslings. It's called a Dr. Lucen. There are 2 brands that I go with. This one is called Grey Slates, and we're going to open it right now, and then we'll just get stuck in to the project. So good old screw top. This is in the I got this from Waitrose, which is where the nearest supermarket from me. In the UK, you will know what Waitrose is. They have a great wine section, and this is one of their good ones. So if you like a good Riesling, I would highly suggest. So that is that. Give it a sniff. Cheers to you guys. Tell me if you guys are having a drink as well. It doesn't have to be alcoholic. It can be a cup of tea. It could be some juice. But you can't have me sipping by myself because then I just look like an alcoholic on the internet. So cheers to you guys. Let me know what you guys are drinking. Cheers. Let's give it a sip. Some good stuff. That is some good stuff. The thing about Riesling, it goes down a little bit too well. It's like grape juice, you know? So that's why they make the bottles so small, because before you know it, it's gone. And then you feel really bad when you want to open a second one. Usually I'm drinking it with my husband. And he did say when you open the bottle, he's going to come with his glass. So I expect that in maybe about 10, 15 minutes, he'll come to fill his glass, but he will leave the bottle so I can refill myself. Okay, so what to do? What are we talking about? Let me just have a look at the chat first. We've got lots of hellos. Hello, everyone. Hello, Nicola and Designs. Miss, is that Miss I. Jackson and Joan? We've got Aldona Anne and Seamless Symphony and Rona Walker and Jan. We've got Patsy. Hi, everyone. And then we've got, I hope I'm saying these right. Was it Thirza? Saying not drinking anything, but sewing at the same time. Sewing previously, not knowing my bobbing thread had run out. Oh my gosh. Girl, same. That happens to me more times than I want to actually tell you about. I would say, even though I've been sewing for well over a decade, I still make all of the rookie mistakes, probably because of this, but not always. So yeah, I do not enjoy when that happens, especially when it's like the best stitching you've ever done, ever. Super straight, everything is perfect, and then you look and like the last is usually like the last 30 centimeters, like half the seam is just bust, and you have to do it again, and then it's just wonky as hell. So very, very annoying. Okay, so what was I coming on here to even tell you about? I would like to start a project today, and normally I would do that on Instagram, but here we are doing it live. I have a dinner that I am going to on Thursday, and it is in a very fancy schmancy 2 Michelin star restaurant in London, which calls for fancy schmancy clothing. And I do have a fair amount, but us sewers, if there's an opportunity to make something new, then we're going to do it. So we're going to do it. Also, right after that, we're heading down towards the Cotswolds for like a long weekend. So while I'm not going to make a whole Cotswolds ensemble, I will make something fancy for the night before in London, where we get fancy with champagne and dinner, and I will put it on Instagram and I'll show you what I'm eating. The restaurant's called Kitchen Table, and it looks very, very nice, and it's like this massive long chef's table. The kitchen's in the middle, and there's one long table with like 30 seats, but it's all on the kitchen table, which is pretty cool. So what are we going to make? Now, this is the bit that I need to chat with you guys about, because I have printed off a bunch of patterns from Vicky Sews, and I showed you not that long ago, if you were on Instagram, a few patterns that I was thinking of making when I went away to Panama. And I'm thinking of making a few of those. So while I won't be entirely sewing today, we will be yapping about patterns and going through some fabric, if you're okay with that. I've got my iPad here, so I can just kind of show you instead of showing my screen. And I've got a bunch of fabric that we can like decide on the pattern. And then as I sew through my pattern over this next couple of days, I'll probably do that on Instagram. So we will start the ideas here. We will finish everything on Instagram. And then if this sip and sew, if you guys enjoy this whole premise, then I think maybe we will do like first Sunday of every month. I'll actually make sure I've got actual projects to sew, and we can just sew and yap and drink together. So are we okay with that? What do we think? What are we saying in the comments? Let's have a quick read. Nice chocolate popsicle. Love that. Yeah, it is. You know what? It's not as hot in as it is in Utah at the moment, but it's like muggy weather. So it's like gray outside and it's still really hot. So it's still August. We're in August now. What? So it's still August and muggy, but it's gray. So it's just humid. At least where I am, I'm up in the north of England, very close to Manchester, like in Cheshire. So it's just muggy and gray, but also hot as hell. So chocolate popsicle sounds amazing. Some questions here. How are my new machines? I am actually loving this machine. I'm really glad that I purchased it. It has not failed me yet, and I've put all sorts of stuff in there. I actually put vinyl in there the other day because I bought some vinyl because I make shoes, and there are vinyl, there are shoes that have like the clear plastic on it. And I was thinking of recreating my own version to like adding some leather so it looked like a little cutout thing. So I bought some of this vinyl, and I wanted to check if I can have to put it through the machine or through my industrial, and it goes through there. Also, like butter, it's amazing. As long as you have the right needle, it's perfect. So really, really happy with this. If anyone is in the market for a machine, this is fantastic. Although I did learn the other day that Elna, which is another machine brand, is basically made in the same factory as Janome. It's the exact same machine. It just says Elmer and not Janome, and it's about $1,000 cheaper. So that was interesting when I found that out. So if you are looking for a Janome, apparently you can also look at the Elmer brand and you can compare them like for like. I didn't tell you that. Just if anyone asked, it wasn't me. So yes, love the machines. Let's see what other questions that we've got. So we've got some. Yeah, that's basically it. Just everyone here hanging out. So, what are you guys sewing? Before I start talking about dresses, what projects is everyone sewing? Do we have time to do a little type? Let me know what you guys are working on. I would love to hear about them before I start yapping at you about patterns. Anyone out there? Yes, no? This is actually kind of fun. I don't know why I was so nervous about this. This feels just like being on Instagram stories, apart from like you guys can chat back to me almost immediately. Ooh, okay. So we've got Thursday. Am I saying that right? Thursday? I'm just going to say that because that's how it's spelled, but we're doing a milkmaid style top. Nice. Kirsty is doing a closet core Paulina dress. Oh, black and white Ankara. That sounds nice. You know what? Hold on. Let me get the iPad on so I can remind myself what this is, because I want to know as well. Let's see. Closet core. Is it still called Closet Core? Did they not change their name years ago? Or did they change it to Closet Core? I don't know. What else have we got there? Hallie jumpsuit by Named Patterns. Oh, I've got a few named patterns. You know what? I collect so many patterns that sometimes I even forget what patterns I have. And while I have a lot of my patterns that I've made on my computer, I'm sure it's just a mess of things on there. I'm sure there are patterns there that I haven't looked at for years and just forgot I have. But Named Patterns was one of those brands. I think I got a whole bunch of stuff from there. All right, so we're on Closet Core. What was it? The Paulina dress. Let's have a look. Oh, nice. Oh, I like that. That is nice with the gathered bust. Oh, that's going to be so nice. Great for summertime. Oh, love that. And then we've got the Hallie jumpsuit. Oh, let's have a look at that. Hallie jumpsuit. Named patterns. Let's have a look at. Oh, that's nice as well. Oh, am I going to be spending all my time just like buying patterns? Oh, this is really nice. Oh, that would be great in like a really swishy patterned viscose. Oh, I like that. And it comes in a dress version as well, apparently. Oh, I like that a lot. Oh, what else have we got going on? So we got someone who's traveling. Oh, you're going to Paris. Oh, I've got a few Paris videos on the YouTube channel, but I have been petitioning to the husband that I'm going to Paris again because it's been a while since I've been there. And there is a whole section of fabric stores in Paris that I've just missed out. I always go to the Sacre-Cœur area because at the bottom of the where the church is, where the little merry-go-round is, where there's like loads of fabric stores and they're amazing. Great fabric stores. You can get really good coupons, which are remnants. They're really good coupon stores there. And then you've got like La Rienne, and I don't remember the name of the other one. It's a massive one where they've got like 4, 5, 6 floors of fabric, beautiful fabrics, kind of pricey, but also very beautiful. But there is another section which is in a whole different part of town, which I haven't been to myself, but it's also like kind of where all the fashion students are. So there's a whole bunch of fabric stores there, and I just haven't been there. I've been to Paris many, many times, haven't hit there once. So if that's an excuse to go back to Paris, I will take it, and I'll try and do it before the summer's up because Paris in the summer is gorgeous. So if you go there, make sure you have a little check. I will have a look later and see where the other area is. But if you do go and buy some fabric there, I hope you have a great time because I always have a great time. What else have we got going on? Vicky Sews. Wow, we know that I'm a big fan of Vicky Sews. The other day I looked at the patterns, how many I have. Tell me why I have over 300 Vicky Sews patterns. Have I made 300 Vicky Sews things? No, I just seem to be collecting them like Pokemon cards at the moment. But every now and then an event comes up and I think that thing will be perfect. And almost all of them are in Russian. I've recently started getting the English version because they're starting to bring them out almost at the same time. But before, they would bring out all the Russian ones and it would be like 2 to 3 months before you get the English ones. And I'm impatient, so I just buy the Russian ones. At this point, my Russian is reading Russian is actually getting pretty good. I don't know what I'm reading, but I know like what fold looks like, and I know all the sewing terms, what they look like in Russian. So now I can just look at the word and be like, oh, that means gather. That means fold. So I'm just kind of slowly learning Russian via the sewing patterns. So that's fun. So that's going to be good. So we've got VL4720 said, you're a beginner, but just love watching me sew. Well, unfortunately, you're not going to see me sew today. You can see me drink and talk about patterns. But being a beginner right now is, I would say, a great time because there's so many people who sew on the internet showing people how to sew and doing it for free. So it will not be long. All you need to do is just keep making stuff. Don't be afraid to just make the thing and make the mistake. My first couple of more than a couple of clothing was just so bad, but I loved them so much that I wore them even though the arms were backwards and there were no hems or anything. I wore them because I loved them, and no one actually cares because the quality of actual clothing these days, probably can't tell the difference these days. It's a bit shady, but it's true. You walk into H&M and you can't tell the difference between your stuff and H&M stuff. At least I can't these days because I feel like the quality has been going very steadily down, especially with fast fashion. So yeah, being a beginner is great, at least right now. So much information out there for free. What else have we got going? Oh, Deer and Doe was absorbed into Closet Core. Yes, I remember Deer and Doe. I have patterns from them as well, which I haven't looked at for many, many years. I should go through my pattern stash. I should probably do that. Let's see. Making a Fabric Godmother Liesel top. Yes, I know those. Hi, Claire. Hello, welcome. What else have we got going on here? Yes, well, I wouldn't say I'm a polyglot. It says here, I love how you've become a polyglot via sewing. Not so much, but a little bit, just from looking at words. Mostly, if I really don't know what's happening, Google Translate. What's really helping me, though, is when I go and fabric shop in other countries, especially when I'm in a really far-flung place and I have to use the language, that is what's helping me learn things. Because when I was in Buenos Aires, almost no one spoke English. Well, tourists did, but like English wasn't really a thing. So I've been trying to learn Spanish for a long time. And I would say Spanish is actually a easier language to learn, but it really took me out of my comfort zone. But I felt much better when I was just in Mexico because and in Panama as well. So that was fun. Lots of Spanish speaking countries. French ones, I'm not very good at French, but I can kind of get by. And just recently in Italy, I don't know a lick of Italian, but it's actually a lot of similar words in Spanish. So I was getting there. I was getting by. So yeah, the ones that were really difficult was in Dubai. Some people speak English, some people do not. So then I don't even know where to start. And being in China, that one was also quite difficult, but that's where, well, I didn't have Google Translate because the Google apps do not work in China, but I did have like their versions where I was able to do a lot of pointing, and there were some people that spoke English. But yeah, slowly learning the world's languages via shopping in those countries, and I actually love that. So highly recommend. It's the long way of learning languages, but it's the immersion technique, I'll call it. What else have we got going on here? We've got working on McCall's 7588. I don't know these off the top of my head, but I'm going to check all of them because, well, I told you I like to yap. So now I've got a reason because you guys are talking to me. Oh, what a cute dress. Okay, so it's like a kid's dress with little ruffles on the shoulders. Love that. Grandkids are going to look so cute. Ooh, Atelier Dupe, Emily trousers. Ah, yes. Okay, so let's see. Emma says that she's making the Atelier Dupe Emily trousers. It's giving her a headache because the markings are not matching. Girl, I feel you. Sometimes I just make up my own markings. Like if it fits together the way that you put it, as long as it's not completely messing up, like the markings, it'll be fine. Maybe baste it together how you think it's going to be, and if it fits, then who cares, I'm quite relaxed when it comes to sewing, especially when we've got the wine. So hello, Patterns by D, welcome, first time here. I'm actually just really stunned that there are 40 of you here, just chat 41 of you. That's crazy. I don't even think I even know personally 41 people, so that's great. Wow. Wow, Faiza, you are doing so well. You have an Excel sheet with all of your patterns. That is a level of organization that my brain does not yet know in all of my years. I did try to organize by putting all my patterns in PDF patterns. There is one folder that has all the PDF patterns, but there's like 8,000 patterns in there, and I'm not ready to go in there and start sorting that out. Unless you want to come around and do it, I'm happy for you to do that. That would be great. So, how do I store my paper patterns? When I print them out, it depends, because recently I've been very lazy because I've been traveling a lot. But when I'm not being lazy, I will print them out, I'll use them or whatever. I have a box somewhere of pattern hooks, so I will stamp a hole in them. And if I'm feeling really productive, I will label them. If I know that there's 10 pieces, I'll do like 1 of 1, 2 of 1, or 2 of 10 or whatever. So I know that there are 10 pieces and they all go on the pattern hook together, and then they all go hanging in this corner here. And you can see there is a lot on there because that wire used to be tight, and it's hanging and it's gonna go. There's actually 2. There's a bottom one and a top one. So that's where my PDF paper patterns go after I've used them. But recently I've been very, very lazy, and I've just kind of slapped them together and thrown them on top of this thing. So that's pretty lazy of me. But I did also go through a very organizational stage, and I'll show you, where I want to move all my patterns into envelopes. I've got a bunch of envelopes, and essentially what I started doing is this. So I fold the patterns, I iron them flat, and I made myself a little pattern record card where I put like the name of the thing and the blah, 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 what fabric I need to use for it, how much I need. So at first glance, I can go, oh, okay, that's this top. These are the things that I need to cut out in interfacing in this. These are the things that I need. So if I do decide I want to make this quickly, I can have a look and be like, actually, I've got all the things, or I don't have all the things. And if I've modified this pattern in any way, then I will write that here. So I've started doing that when I can remember. I have about, the stack of these goes like that. So I have maybe about 80 of those ones there. And that's not including anything on them. When I say I have hundreds of patterns and my organization skills are subpar at best, that's what we're doing. But the reason why I'm doing that is because I eventually am going to change this whole room, and I would like to put them on a proper rail, but in a different place in this room. So in order to do that, eventually I will get through that entire pile and that pile in there, sort them out and put them in there. So then it'll be nice and organized, and I can look like those lovely sewing ladies who have spotless rooms while they're doing projects. I don't know how they do that, but I would love to have at least an inkling of that. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm half organized. It might never happen for me, but like the sentiment's there, you know. Maybe if I tell people about it, you guys will keep me accountable and I'll have to do it. But yeah, right now we're doing bits and bobs of all of that and whatever I have the capacity for. So yeah, let's see what else we've got. Yeah, so Nicola has hers all in folders on external hard drive. Very organized. You guys are all showing me up. You are so organized. Let's see what else we've got here. We have lots of trousers going on. Fantastic. Okay. So while we're talking about PDFs and stuff, I suppose I better show you the options that I want to do for this dress. Because if I don't get started at least tonight or tomorrow, I've got until Thursday morning leaving for London, because Sam has meetings in the morning and we drive. It takes 3.5 hours. So from 6 a.m. we're going to be gone. So I need to be done by Wednesday night. That's the thing. So what I was thinking, we're going to go into Vicky Sews, because I believe I have so many patterns, and some of them are tried and tested, some of them not yet. and I'm trying to decide between which ones. So let me get up the website and I'll show you what I'm thinking of making for this dinner. First thing I actually thought of doing is making a corset. I have many corset patterns and I've tried making corset patterns, but I think the way that everybody's body is different, but I've never found one that fits the way that I want without having to do major adjustments to it. And then I saw ages ago someone just, when you tape yourself and you just draw the corset on yourself and then use that as a pattern. I'm considering doing that because one, looks fun, and two, that's probably the best way for me to get the most accurate body measurements of my current shape and then being able to cinch it in because I've got all the boning and everything like that, but I just would love to be able to have like a basic pattern that works with my chest and my current rib size, like my waist size and underbust and all those things, because since I've been losing weight, that's changed drastically, especially my boob size. So those are the things I hate having to do bust adjustments. Unfortunately, I still have to do them, but I would love to be able to find a corset size. Any of the dresses that have booby cups, forget about it. Forget about it. Even now, like any of the Vicky So's dresses that have these beautiful booby cups, I can go by my waist size and my hip size. That's fine. I'm in the standard sizes. But as soon as it comes to the bust, I'm going to have to do all these adjustments just to fit my boobs in the cups for them. And I don't want to do that because I'm impatient and only a little bit lazy. So, but I will show you what I'm thinking for this thing. I'm going to go into my patterns and you're about to see how many millions of patterns I've got from Vicky So's. And we will go from there as soon as my internet works. Okay, so I have 258, maybe not 300 patterns, but like that's still a lot of patterns, Okay, we are thinking, it's quite warm, isn't it? Getting the wine sweats, everyone. Okay, so first of all, I was thinking short, kind of flirty legs, just like all the legs. I was thinking the Yamuna dress, which is basically this one, which is like the Asian style dress. I really like that, but I don't really want to make it in that kind of fabric. I think I would prefer to make it in just like one plain color, but it is kind of short and I don't know if I want to do that for dinner or not. But I do have that pattern and it's printed out, or is already printed out because I printed out a bunch of patterns. So that's the first one, the Yamuna dress. The next one I was thinking of was this Beyonce dress, which I was going to make for Panama. This is the Beyonce dress. This one feels a little bit more forgiving because it's stretchy and it's got rouging. So, and like it doesn't look too difficult. I'll show you the picture again. I've read the descriptions. The only bit that would probably be any kind of difficulty is like this top shoulder bit. And I think it's quite a nice, sexy dress, but it's also, it's covered up. It's nice. It's demure. She's fancy. And I think I could eat in that without feeling restricted. So it might be that. And if that's the case, I need to start looking at my jerseys, which are tucked away all the way over there. So you might see me climb into my cupboard to go and get some more fabric. Yeah, not sure what color I would go with. I have a lot of brown at the moment, so possibly a chocolate brown. Maybe we can put some embellishments or something like that on it to just make it a little bit more fun. I do also have my dress that I made for my birthday, which I haven't put anything on the internet. I don't even know why I'm even like, I take pictures and video and then I just do nothing with them. It's just, I get fatigued after taking the picture, but like I need to show you guys because I showed you me making them. Haven't seen my birthday dress, which was like power mesh with a tasseled shoulder and a tasseled bottom. I actually made a black version because I loved it so much, and I haven't worn that out yet, but I don't think I want to wear black to this. So maybe we could make a third option. I've got a really nice green. It's like a very vibrant green that I could maybe make a two-piece, like a pencil skirt and a top, and we can do some fringing on it. So that was the third option I was thinking of. So that's kind of where we are at the moment. There are some other dresses, but they get more and more complicated, and I need to be able to complete this in 3 days. So we're not going to do too complicated, something that just looks really nice, I feel comfortable in, fits the part of where we're going, and also doesn't strangle me when I'm eating. So that's what we're thinking. So what do you think? Do you guys have any ideas? I'm always happy to start a whole new pattern, a whole new brand, because I apparently I love buying things related to sewing. Fabric, patterns, shoes, I'll do it. Leather, okay. So let's see what we've got down here. So I agree. I think the Beyonce one is a good one. Let's see. Emma says, could you use a chain for the shoulder of the like through the gap? Oh, that could be a bit sexy, couldn't it? Oh, so many ideas. Do I have chain somewhere? I'm looking up here where I keep all my metal things. I think. So you mean like having a chain that goes across like the shoulder into the, that could be so nice. Or have it so that it like hangs down the back. It does like a little side thing and just dangles. And then I don't have to wear jewelry because this is like jewelry. I've got a silver one as well. Oh, what a great idea. Oh no, too many ideas. I'm gonna have to make more than one. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. Please give me more ideas. Please, 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 please. Let's see what else we've got here. I do have a lot of bag hardware. So we've got Jan. She says, I'm proud that I remember what you made. I did mention the Beyonce being in stretch. And we did make something in stretch. I make a lot of stuff in stretch. Is really great for going out to dinner because then you don't have to restrict yourself, especially if it's a compression stretch. Then there's no evidence that you even ate, which is fantastic. And that birthday dress was like, it was fantastic. And then the dinner that we ate was really large and very tasty. And you wouldn't have even know I ate anything, and I had a great time. It was also really, really humid. So I was like sweating the entire time, but I don't regret it. It was great. I would make that dress again. I would wear it in the humidity again. But I'm thinking, the more and more I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking the Beyonce might be the one. So now I need to think about fabric, looking at the wall of fabric. Would you like to see the wall of fabric? I love this. I'm just going to flip my computer round. Right now I've got my sewing table in front of the fabric, so you can only see the first 2 layers. And but you'll see I'm trying to be very neat, but this is what it looks like at the moment. I'm just clearing up from making my bag, which is down there with all my other leather things. But now I'm trying to decide what stretchy fabric should we use. Give me some colors. Obviously green, because I love green. I've got stuff down here as well. We've got this, which actually, no, that's quite see-through. That's not going to work. Okay, let's see what else we got in here. I hope this is like entertaining for you guys, because I'm literally, it feels like I'm just talking to myself. So if you guys are enjoying, fantastic. Also, to everyone here who's new, let me know what you guys are drinking. And if you would like to know, I will recap. I am drinking Dr. Lucen Grey Slates, which is a Riesling, one of my favorite. I think they make 3, but this is one of the 2 that I really like, and I'm enjoying it very much. So yes, please let me know. Tea, coffee, wine, vodka, juice, water. What are you having? Okay, let me go pull some fabric. In fact, I'm going to just turn you here so then we can still speak to each other. I'll pull some fabric and we can see what we might make. All right, everything is in the way. It's all in the way. Okay, so up here. Yep. All right, not you. So we've got chocolate jersey, which it's got stretch, but not a ton. It's more of a one-way stretch. The second way is not as stretchy. So I don't know if that will work, but we've got a chocolate. We've got a milk chocolate one. I got these in Seoul when I wanted to make a lot of tops like this, and I got loads. So I've still got enough to be able to do that. This one is way more stretchier. What are we thinking? Brown? Maybe not brown. Let's see if I can find the green anywhere. Okay. This was the power mesh, which is in a green. It's not a ton of fabrics. I got this as a remnant from Meissen Fabrics. It's 1.5 meters by 1.4. So maybe if I make this, the Beyonce dress might need to be a little bit shorter, because I think if it's too long, it won't be enough. But this is a power mesh, very, very stretchy. And that would look quite nice with the chain. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I think I've got some charms somewhere. We could like join it together and maybe put some little charms in it. That would be fun. So we've got this. That's an option. Last time I made my birthday dress out of like a orangey red. But I also have just a straight up red in a power mesh as well. But I feel like we've had enough for like red and orange dresses. Let's see, what else have we got in here? So the reason why I'm looking on the floor is because I've got so much fabric that we've migrated down here, which is actually another thing that I should run by you. I do need to make some space in my closet, because the plans for the new room is going to have all my fabric on this side and my working space over there. But I have decided that I'm going to sell a bunch of my fabric just as cut remnants and for way cheaper than I bought them. But if you're interested, I'm going to try and do that probably at the end of summer. So I'm thinking September. I do that because also end of September, I'm going back to Seoul. So I'll probably come back with more fabric. So before I do that, I need to make a lot more space. So I think I might have a big old sale. I'll put it on my website and try and get rid of maybe at least a third. It's going to be very painful for me because everything here was bought with love and obsession, but I'm willing to part with a big chunk of it so that someone else can actually make something from it and not just stare at it like I do, because I just like staring. They're very pretty. But I know that for me, my fabric buying is its own hobby, separate to actually making things. So I am going to sell like a third of this. I want to cut the stash down by a third. It feels painful even to say it, but I'm going to do it. So if you're interested, getting one of my cut things, let me know, because then I will definitely make sure it actually happens, make it a priority, and make sure that happens end of September. So you guys have stuff to make in the winter months. If you're interested, let me know while I rummage through more fabric so that we can decide. Oh, how about yellow? I have a yellow ribbed here, which is quite nice. We could do the Beyonce dress in yellow. What are we thinking? Yes? No? Let me have a look at the comments. What do we think? Let's see. Oh, Seamless Symphony. I just said, you said, if you ever do clear out, call me. I'm calling everybody. I'm going to be clearing out half of my sewing closet. And don't worry, Sophia from Switzerland, you don't be late. You're not late. It's fine. You're going to be okay. Grab a drink, sit down. Let's see. Well, I'm sorry. So poetic style water, but the next one, because this seems to be fun. I hope you guys are having fun. The next one where I'm actually going to be sewing something. I'll give you guys due notice, so then you can make sure that you're at home and there are no children, so you can join, you can partake. Let's see. I will save my live streams. Hold on a second. I'm going to save it, but it's scrappy. As long as you're okay with seeing all of this, me scrappy, no makeup, in my lounging clothes, drinking wine. This is generally what I do at home. So it is basically like, you're my friend, I've invited you over to yap, drink wine, and go through my fabric. So as long as you're okay with that format and it not having any kind of editing whatsoever, I will put it up on the channel, and once a month you will see me in all my glory, but we can sit and chat together, because I would be doing this with you if you were my actual friend and you were actually here. No changes. So yeah. So yeah, everyone who was late can't join. I'll put it on the channel. It will go immediately live after this. You can watch it afterwards. I do wear red. I didn't, mostly because I used to think red made me look really weird. And I don't know why. And recently I'm just like, I actually kind of like red. And so I've started incorporating more red things, including my bag that I've been making. I just need to put one more thing together and this bag will be finished. So I don't know if you've been following on Instagram. I was making my own version of the Mombasa bag from YSL, and there wasn't a pattern available. I found one that was very close, and we've been modifying it, and I'm at the last bit where I just need to add one more thing, and then we've got ourselves a sexy bag. So yeah, we're trying to add more red accessories, shoes, dresses, all of it. So yeah, what else have we got here? Yeah, we like the green. Some people don't like the green. A lot of people like the green. That's great. Fantastic. People are interested in buying my fabric. Fantastic, because I sometimes feel guilty with the amount I have, and this is my way of not feeling so guilty, but also not losing out on the literal thousands of pounds I've spent on fabric over the last 18 years. I don't actually want to think about what the actual number would be. Let's actually have a little thought experiment. All of you, I'm sure, like buying sewing things. If you were to add together everything sewing related that you have bought and add that number, I bet you could buy a house with that number, because I know I could. It makes me cry, but I'm happy, joyful. This is also my livelihood, my job, and I'm sure it is for a lot of you, so it's worth it. But that number is probably staggering, because who told you that sewing was a cheap activity? They lied, is what they did. They lied to me for sure, and here I am deep in it, but it's fine. I wouldn't have it any other way. So let's see. No, I'm not moving. My sewing room, if you have a look back in my YouTube videos, when I moved into this house 6 years ago, I did up this sewing room by myself. I put all these things up. I did the table. I did the floor. I bought this massive table, which is like a really big 6-foot table in this room, and it worked when I didn't have as much fabric. Then I've been growing in this room. I've been working. I've done a lot of projects in here, and I have really honed in my fabric addiction in this room, and it's starting to feel a bit cluttered, and mostly because the storage isn't adequate. I've just added lots of IKEA drawers and stuff, and for all of the things, especially since I've added shoemaking and bag making into my repertoire now, there's so many little doodads and knickknacks that you need for those things, and they need storage. So I've got lots of boxes, but my shelves are full, my drawers are full, everything is full. And I know that I could have a much more organized way of things. What I'd really like to do on this wall, because it's my longest wall, it goes all the way to the door, is have like a floor to ceiling like shelving system to put all of my fabric. It's about 1 meter. This side is L-shaped, but this side is just one flat wall. It's about a meter longer than that wall. So on this wall, we'll have a big floor to ceiling. The first 4 rows will be fabric, and at the bottom, I'm going to have drawers so I can store all the things that is currently just hanging out. And on this side, I'm literally just moving all of this over there. But I'm going to change my sewing table because this sewing table runs the length and I don't actually need that much space. And also because I've got my industrial machine now, I can't fit this table and my industrial machine in this room. So this is going to get cut in half, or I have actually seen just like a little L-shaped computer table that has storage that I can actually store this and I can put it in that corner. So my L-shaped table will probably go in the corner and I can store the serger underneath, and then my other machines can go on the shelves underneath. So that's all there. It also has a plug on the table so I can just plug in whatever and sew. Lots of space, but it also allows me to put the industrial sewing machine next to the table so I can go back and forth and I don't have to, because currently it's downstairs, because first of all it's really heavy and my living room downstairs has the space for it, so that's where it is in the moment. I don't have the space for it here, so we're revamping the room and I want lots of cupboard space. So this corner here where there are drawers, I'm going to do another full length cupboard so that everything can go in and I can close doors and it looks tidy when I close the doors. If I close the doors, the fabric will still be on display. It will just be on this side and there'll be a lot more space for it. So that is the plan. Not moving, but just trying to make things a bit more organized and less like things are falling on my head, because that's currently what I feel like now. But that's just because I have a lot of stuff. So we're trying to sell a bunch and then organize the rest. What else? What else have we got here? La, 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 la. Someone said, how much meterage do you think you use per year? Perhaps how many projects? Sophia said she estimated and it was 12 projects and around 30 meters a year. I actually think I make a lot more. There's a lot that I don't put online because I find as soon as I film it for a video, it takes me 3 times as long to make, because then I have to film this bit and film that bit, and then I got to sit there and tell you why I changed my mind 3 or 4 times or whatever. But if I just decide to make something, I would say I'm quite a fast sewer, so I can bash something out quite quickly if I need to. And often I might see something or have an event or just realize that actually I don't have that. And especially since having weight loss, none of my clothes that I made in the last 4 years fit me. None of them. They are all too large. So I've been making my favorite things smaller if I can. And the things that I actually can't make smaller, I am upset about it, but I am replacing slowly. But yes, I would say I probably make more than 12 projects. In fact, I've been known to make 12 projects just for one holiday, and I travel quite a lot. I think for this trip to Panama and Mexico, I made 7 items just for that trip. And I tend to make like an entire capsule wardrobe for Korea, which was last year in November. I made 8 items. So I'm definitely making more than 12 projects a year. I would say what you're seeing on YouTube, though, is probably a third of what I'm actually making, especially because now I'm making shoes and I'm making bags. So yeah, I do bash them out. I do, absolutely. So yeah, I would say the amount of clothes that I actually have got through. Luckily, I have people in my life that are the sizes that I used to be, current sizes that I am. So I can pass stuff down if they want them. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And the things that I think are very well made and have labels and stuff in, I have donated to charity. I've seen someone actually in my neighborhood wearing one of my jackets. So I was just like, that was me. But I didn't go up to them and say, hey, I made that. I was just like, I put that jacket in Oxfam and now you're wearing it. Great, fantastic. So that's cool. So yeah, we're trying to get there. What else have we got in here? Let's see. I'm glad you guys can all see each other's chats as well, I hope, and it's not just me. So I'm showing my age of technology here. Let's see. Yep, Sophia's like maybe about $6,000 equivalent, all of your sewing stuff together. Oh, I wish it was just that. My machine that broke last year cost me that. I'm actually really upset about that still. It was a long thing. My machine got damaged. It wasn't my fault, and it wasn't the fault of the repairers, but it was the fault of the couriers, and nobody wanted to help me, and it took me a whole year to get any kind of resolution, which was nothing. And in the end I gave up and bought this machine, but I still have that machine. So every time I go into my office, I see this beautiful, very expensive paperweight, and it annoys me. I might cover it up with something. I might paint it. I might make a cover and put it over so that I don't have to look at it anymore. But yeah, if anyone's looking for parts though for a FAF Creative One Icon 1, I will happily take that thing apart and send you whatever you need. But so far, no one has. What else have we got? Yep, you could have probably bought a new car. Yep. Let's see. Thanks, Kirsty. She says no one's here to do the math. Ignorance is bliss, and they don't need to know how much I've spent on this hobby. You know what? You're right. I will. We don't need to know. Yeah. It's yeah, let's not talk about that anymore because it will probably give us all migraines. Okay, so I think we've kind of decided that we're going to do the Beyonce dress, which is fantastic. I'm going to go with that. Now, because we're still looking at fabric, I know I have some more, but I'm kind of liking the green, and I'm also kind of liking the yellow. The yellow is a rib, but it's nice and stretchy. It's not going to be like shiny, but it might, because it's ribbed, give like a little bit of a different texture. And I have quite a bit of it. Do I remember where I got this? No. Sometimes I surprise myself and I just find this and I'm like, oh, good taste me. So yeah, this is one of those. It only stretches one way though. So I'll need to check the grain lines of the pattern to see where the greatest stretch is and go with that. It will probably be this way as opposed to that way. Hopefully the top is made in a way that it will still kind of stretch a little bit, but it's actually okay when it only stretches one way, because if you want it to still be fitted like this way so it doesn't get longer but stretchy in the way that matters, like if I'm going to eat, it's stretchy over the lumps and bumps, that's actually okay. I'm sure the pattern calls for two-way stretch, but you can make it work with a one-way stretch. You just need to place your pattern correctly. And sometimes if you really want to make it work and you need extra stretch, you got to add a zip. I'm not going to do that though. We're not adding a zip, which is why we're going to do it that way so I can pull it over my head. So I think we might go with this one or the green. What are we thinking? I don't know. I do like the yellow, but this is quite nice though. And both, if we do like hardware, it kind of gets lost in the yellow, but it pops on the green. And then for shoes, what would I even wear as shoes? I will wear my new shoes, my newest shoes that I made, which are, should I get them for you? They're in the other room. Should I do a quick run off? Let me show you the shoes. Okay, back in a second. Okay, we're back. The shoes. So these are the ones I made with my kit that I got from China. And now we can have a look and see how the whole thing is going to look. So we've got yellow, we've got green, we've got gold and white. Now that looks better, I think, with the yellow. Or can we get away with it with the green? I don't know. But look at this. I made these, guys. I'm really happy. These are my best shoes that I've made so far out of all the shoes I've made. And this is because I got a like shoemaking kit from China, from the factories where I get all my heels from. They now come with kits where you get the sole. Look at that sole, professional looking sole. You get the sole, you get the heel, and you also get the insole, which is this, the insole board, which is this, all in one kit with the last. So it all fits perfectly to the last. And then I just picked whatever thing that pattern for the upper. I just made like a simple cover here, and then use the strap that I got from I Can Make Shoes, and then you got yourself a sexy pair of shoes. So what are we thinking? This with the green, this with the yellow. I think they both look good. I think it matches more with the yellow, but it would absolutely pop with the green because it's like pachow. What do you think? And I'll probably wear a gold bag because I've got gold bags and I haven't got any green bags yet. So what are we thinking? Let's have a look in the chat. Let's see. Agree, but the chain works on the green. Yep. Like the yellow, but if we're going to use hardware, go green. Yep. I agree. They both look pretty good. Yep. Hardware on the green. Okay, so we've got a general, like everyone likes the yellow, but also everyone likes the green. I feel like I know my colors, you guys. Like these are the colors I like to wear. I like how it pops against the skin. Green is my favorite color, and yellow is just sunshine on the body. And I think it looks really nice against brown, and I also looks great with gold. So yeah. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna. Well, we've been talking for almost an hour, guys, and there's 78 of you. Wow, this is amazing, and I haven't even got through my wine. Hold on, let me take a gulp. Ooh, that's better. So yeah, I think maybe we'll try and cut this off at an hour. So I'll make a decision, or do you want to talk some more? Because I could talk to you guys for like another few hours, but if you guys got stuff to do, then you don't have to. I can sit here and drink the rest of the bottle with you guys. That's probably not a good idea. I might get banned on the internet for doing that, but I am a bit conscious of the time because I don't want to just be yapping your faces off and not actually decide anything. So Beyonce dress decided. Green or yellow? This feels more difficult than it should be. But people are like, yeah, like green, like, oh, I don't know. Can I put a vote? Oh, actually, hold on. I think you can actually put a vote on this thing. It says here, I'm learning at the same time. So say engage with your audience, start a poll. I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now if it will let me. But weird stuff is happening. Okay, here we go. I'm going to say green or yellow. Whatever the poll comes with, so whatever you guys vote, I'm just going to do it, right? I'm not going to change my mind because you'll find out, because tomorrow I'll be on Instagram stories going through the motions. We'll start cutting it tomorrow morning, okay? For those of you who were late, let's see here. What's the dress for? Missed that bit. I'm going to dinner to a very fancy schmancy restaurant, and it's kicking off a long weekend in the Cotswolds with my husband and my husband's best friend and his wife, and they're actually bringing their not newborn but fairly young baby. First trip out for her in a long time, and we're just going to go do some country things. We're going to go to Blenheim Palace, which apparently is very beautiful. We're just going to do the Cotswolds, which is very quintessential southern England. And it is actually very nice there. You've got the little, beautiful little towns, farmers markets, stuff like that. But the night before, because we're coming from well, actually, we're both coming from the north of England. Sam's best friend lives in York, so they live even further, but like also west of us. We're going to be in London the night before. And we figured if we're going to have a night out in London, we should have a little sexy night out in London and do like meal and dinner and drinks and all of that. We're going to go to a 2-star Michelin restaurant called the Kitchen Table. I've looked at it. It looks very good. I have not looked at the menu, but I think it's like 10 courses or something like that. So, which is why we're probably going to go for the stretchy dress, maybe some sucky pants, something like that. And we're gonna eat, I'm gonna drink and be merry. And we're decided, instead of staying where we normally stay in London, we're gonna stay right in central London. So we're staying at a nice swanky hotel, which means I'll be at the bar. I love a good cocktail. I mean, the way I talk about alcohol, you might think I'm an alcoholic. I'm not. I just enjoy a good drink, and I feel like everyone else should too. So yeah, we're gonna have a few drinks. I'm going to be wined and dined, and then we're off to the Cotswolds. So the Cotswold stuff, I've already got summer things, floaty dresses and stuff. That's fine. But for that dinner, I figured, let's make something, because why not? I could go in my cupboard and do something. But what kind of a sewist would I be if I didn't just make something because I have an event? Otherwise, I've got nothing else to do. What else would I be doing? Nothing. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And we're gonna go for the Beyonce dress. And now I'm gonna put this little poll in. I think that's how you do it. How does it work? Yeah, don't need you. Don't need you. Start poll. Boom. Okay, so I've added the poll in there where it says yellow or green. So you can click on each one, and I'm going to yap at you for like 10 minutes. You've got 10 minutes to cast your vote, and you can ask me some questions while we're here, and then we will decide. And then that will be the end of this Sunday's Sip and Sew. And I think this was a bit of a success. There's like 76 of you here. Hello again. You just keep coming. It's fantastic. For the next one, I will actually hopefully be midway through a project, or I'll be starting ready to go and sew, and you'll actually see me use the machine. And we'll try and maybe do it once a month. Maybe this is the first Sunday of the month, so maybe we will stick with the first Sunday of every month. So it will be like the first Sunday in September, and I can put it in like a calendar so I know it's happening, and then I'll let you guys know on Instagram when I'm gearing up to do the next one, and then we can all be here together with our drinks. I will introduce the drink that I am drinking. I will introduce the projects that I'm projecting, and then we'll have a little chat, see what you guys are making, what you guys are also drinking, and then we'll get on with it. And I'll sew and I'll yap, and I'll hopefully try and do some sewing while I'm typing to you. I don't know how it's going to work, but we'll figure it out. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. So if you're okay with that, then we'll do it. And I'll say I was super nervous starting this, but now I feel great. Might be the wine. It might just be because you guys have been so lovely and nice to me, which is also really nice, because like it's a bit scary going live, because you're just out there in the world with everyone looking at you, and don't want to say the wrong thing or go out and do something that gets you cancelled. I would hate that. But you guys have been absolutely lovely. So this is great. It's like having a bunch of friends. You know what I didn't ask? I didn't ask where in the world you guys are. So please tell me also, where are you? I'd love to know where my reach is, because I know there's a lot of at least on YouTube, I have a lot of subscribers that are in the US, and I have a bunch of people who are in the UK, and I know some of you are dotted around other places. So I'd love to know whereabouts you are. Oh, we've got Boston, we've got London. Yeah, I'm from London. That's where I was born. So I'm very much a London girl. London girl living in the country now. Don't know how that happened, but it did. Let's see. South London, the Bronx. Is that Croydon? Maybe. Great. Let's see. Paris, love that. California, Texas. Wow. Wow. So I should be writing them down so I can come over and fabric shop wherever you are. Let's see, where have I fabric shopped from all you? I've been to Boston many, many times. One of my our best friends lived in Boston when we met them. And the first time we went to Boston, they invited us to a Super Bowl party. And it was in the winter. First of all, Boston in the winter, I thought it was gonna. I was like, oh, it's gonna be winter. It's gonna be fine. I thought it was gonna be like winter in London. I was sorely mistaken. It was so cold. My Marks and Spencer's wool coat that I have did not cut it. That first day we went out and I bought a Canada Goose. I was just like, absolutely not. It was so cold, and the snow was like up here. I was swimming in the snow. Boston's crazy in the winter, but great memories because I went to my first Super Bowl party and the Patriots won, and I have a Patriots jumper and I wear it to bed now. So that's one. Let's see, London. I'm from London. Paris. Last time I actually went to Paris, I went to stay in a really nice hotel that was near the little island bit. I don't remember what that's called, but there's like, you've got like the river and there's like a little island, and it was just off the side of that. And I met someone who knew who I was. She works at the hotel, and I thought that was really strange because I forget that you guys are real people and you're all around the world. And it was really, really strange because we were checking in. She was like, I watch you on YouTube. And then I was like, don't look at me, I'm shy. So that was really funny. But love Paris. California. I have been to California. I've been to the top end of California. Does that count? Is Seattle, San Francisco, they part of California, or am I just making that up? Americans, can you tell me, did I get that wrong? Is my geography bad? Haven't been to Los Angeles, but have been Seattle, San Francisco a few times. We actually got the train from one to the other. We got the train from Vancouver. I think Vancouver's on that side. From Vancouver down to Seattle. That was really cool. It was like all right, Seattle is in Washington. Yeah. I'm so wrong. Yeah, sorry guys. Like, I'm gonna get some wrong. What else have we got here? We've got France. Yep, love France. Love driving through France. Just recently did that to get to Italy. Texas was recently Texas. I was in Texas last year on the trip where I got married in Vegas. We went to Boston and then we did Vegas for a quick marriage, and then on to Texas. We went to Austin, and I actually really enjoyed it there. It was great, but not a lot of fabric shops there. But I heard that Houston and Dallas have loads of fabric stores. So next time we'll do that. Washington, D.C. Haven't been to Washington, D.C., but I have been to Florida. I went to Miami, which was fun. A lot of fun in Miami, but everyone is so beautiful. I felt so ugly there, but yeah, I can see that. Maryland. Never been to Maryland. Whereabouts in the US is that? We north, south, east, west, middle? Please tell me. I'd love to know. Runcorn. Hey, been to Runcorn. Manitoba. That is in is that Canada or is that in America? I'm not entirely sure. Please tell me if I'm right or wrong. Tampa, Florida, lovely. We've got some Canada here. We've got Kuwait. Wow, that's far. Love this. Let's see. We've got Southampton. Love that. We've got some France. France currently. Are you on holiday or are you living there? How do I say that? Is Wroclaw? Where is that? Is that Poland? Or am I making that up? I actually don't know. Are we about to see how terrible I am at geography? I thought it was pretty good, but turns out now I'm reading these things. Maybe not. Cambridgeshire, nice. Fort Worth, Texas, lovely. Croydon, big up Croydon. Portugal, love Portugal. We've done the drive there a few times. I do like driving through Europe. The motorways are very nice, and so are all the little gas station stops, lovely. But Portugal, I've been to Porto, been to Coimbra, and been to Lisbon. One of my best friends lives in Lisbon, but I do really like Porto. Love that as like a place. And we considered living there actually at one point. We were like, maybe we should get an apartment here. Let's see, we've got Atlanta, Georgia. I would like to see Atlanta. I've heard a lot about Atlanta, and I heard that there's a good fabric scene over there as well. We got Birmingham. What else have we got here? Houston, Texas. Love it. Inverness. I was there for my birthday last year. This time last year, Sam took me for my birthday, and I loved it. It was amazing, and I saw Loch Ness, and Loch Ness is humongous. Didn't know how big Loch Ness was. I thought it was just like a tiny little lake. No, it looked like an ocean. It's big. Let's see. New York City. Love New York. Too early for wine o'clock. Okay, next time we'll figure out a good time. Could be wine o'clock. You could have a little cup of tea, coffee, whatever floats your boat for whatever time it is. Or you could do wine o'clock. If I'm drinking, it means it's 1 o'clock somewhere, so you can totally do it. You can go by my time zone if you like. Let's see, we've got Los Angeles. Oh my gosh, so many things, so many places. Trinidad, wow, you guys are all over the place. I love this. Trinidad, Dallas, Georgia, Redding Islands. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, that's been translated to the Reading Islands. But I don't know. Is that French? That might be French. Yeah. Let's see. Seattle is in Washington. Okay, yeah, so I was completely wrong. Lithuania. Wow. Oh my gosh. Guys, you guys are like worldwide. I love this. I'm writing down. Oh, hold on. Someone said there's terrible ads. I didn't even know there was ads on this. I think I turned on monetization, but I have no idea what the ads are. So I'm really sorry if they're showing you awful things. It's not like Pepto-Bismol or something like that, is it? Sorry. I'm really sorry if it is. What else have we got here? San Francisco, Maryland. Oh, Manitoba is Canada. Yes, I knew it. Okay, I'm not completely stupid. Fantastic. We've got right, St. Louis. Okay, awesome. And NYC. Wow. Okay, well, you guys are all over the place. We've got a lot of you in America. We've got a lot of you in the UK, and a bunch of you in Europe, and a bunch of you just like in the Caribbean, which is fantastic. What I will try and do next time, we'll probably just go with no ads, and then that way, not interrupting the lives, and you can just hear me for however many hours. Okay, so that was 10 whole minutes of me going through all of this. Let's have a look at the poll if this thing will let me go down there. It's not actually letting me see for some reason. I'm trying to. Oh, it says end poll. Okay, I've ended the poll. And I love how, look, this is my first time doing this. So now I've ended the poll. It doesn't actually show me what the poll is. It's just disappeared forever. So that's not great. Fun. Let me see if I can find it because it's just disappeared. Where did you go? Where did you go? My lovely. Aha, here we go. Oh, it just popped it up. I don't know if you can see this in the chat, but it just said green or yellow. Green, 57%, yellow, 43%. And that was 42 of you that voted. Out of the 87 of you here. Okay, so it looks like we're doing it in the green. You guys voted for it, so that's what we're doing. Fantastic. Okay, yeah, I also think I might have a few ads because like maybe we can make a little bit of money from this, guys, just like so beginning and at the end, fantastic. So then anyone who watches this after also doesn't get the ads, but for today I am so sorry. I just let it do its automatic recommended, so if it's giving you a lot of ads, sorry, and we will rectify that in the next one. If you want a next one, I would actually like to know right now. So if you do have typing ability, would you like to see more sip and sews? We will do more sewing and probably more sipping because I can't believe this glass has still got juice in it because it doesn't normally. So there you go. And then yeah, I'm going to try and do it monthly with you. And if it gets really, really popular, maybe we can do like every 2 weeks or something like that. We can do it on a day on one of the projects that I don't actually normally film. Because if I just set up the laptop or a computer or a camera, I can just sew and talk to you guys. And then you can see actually how fast I do so. Although you probably won't, because if I'm yapping at you like this, you're probably not going to see me sewing very fast. But you will see if I make the mistakes, and we can troubleshoot together if something really terrible happens. So yeah, what are we seeing here? We got abs. You want to do a live again? Fantastic. That's really good, guys. Okay, cool. Well, I'm really happy. Thank you so much for coming to spend this little bit of time with me. I'll do a quick recap. We have decided we are going to be using this green fabric to make, hold on, let me move you out of the way so I can show everybody who wasn't here during the decision-making process. So we'll be using this green fabric to make the Beyonce dress by Vicky Sews. I'll be making it for a dinner that I'm going to on Thursday. We are going to wear this pair of shoes, which I made using a fun kit that I bought from China. Fantastic. Next one, I might be making a shoe. I might be making a bag. Who knows what I'm going to be making next month. And we are going to try and incorporate some gold chain. And if I can find some charms and stuff, we'll hang a few things and just make it a fun, sexy dinner style dress, but also a little bit whimsical, because I think I need a bit more whimsy in my life. As I'm getting older, I just want to be more magical, because why not? So that's what we're going to be making. Thank you for helping me make this decision. I am going to go finish my wine, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow on Instagram, where you'll see me starting to cut everything out. I will be going through how I normally do on Instagram. But yeah, for now, this is going to be it for this live stream. I will let you guys know when I am posting the next one, but we're going to try and do first Sunday of every month. So put that in your calendars. And yeah, that's it. So I'm going to say goodbye from everyone. Can I share the website from China? I will not right here, but I am going to make a video making another pair. This was a test pair. I will make another pair. In that video, I will put the link to the place that I found on Alibaba, and you can get all the details there. Okay, so have a good evening, a good morning, a good night, depending on where you are in the world. I'm going to go finish my wine, and I'm going to go cut out that pattern so that we can get sewing it tomorrow. Okay, bye everyone. Bye, 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 bye. I'm waiting for all the goodbyes in the chat, and then I'm going to end the stream. Bye. Bye and cheers. Bye, 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 bye. This is fun. Bye. I'm just like, bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. See you later. Arrivederci. Ciao. How many byes can I say? Adios. How do you say bye in other languages? Goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. See ya. Okay. Ending the stream now. Love you. Bye.